first, I was against that. But I see how shit got
This
real.
shit is out of control.
So I'm with it, but you got to have rules
I'm with it too. I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
You have to have some kind of way to.
Maybe that could work. And maybe if he hear that from more of his constituents, maybe he might roll with it. People gotta hear shit from their constituents for them to do shit most of the time. Cause at the end of the day, it matters about votes.
Got another caller. Caller said, I would respect him more if he said, I'm trying. We're working on some things, but I need help. He should just tell us what the truth is. Yeah. I mean,
if my teeth hurt and I go to the dentist, right? I go to the dentist, my teeth hurt, and I go to the dentist. And he's mad because I'm complaining about my teeth hurt and he ain't did nothing about it. And he want me to recommend nothing what to do with my teeth. I don't know. It's me as a patient, I'm going to complain because I'm a patient, I'm hurting. You're a dentist, you're supposed to be the person that fixes it.
Fix me. Mm-hmm.
You can't get mad because I'm complaining because I went there and it didn't get fixed. Yo, he don't know what's going on. You know, we need to get these medicines for that. I don't want to hear none of that. All that I know is you're a dentist. I went there and my shit still hurt.
I'm not saying
that's all I know.
Man, not doing a good job. I'm not saying that he's doing a good job. I'm not saying he's doing a bad job. Only thing I'm sitting on here saying right now is for what he does on those podiums, with just walking away from people, just asking legitimate questions for people who are fearful in the city that he runs, it's just not a good look.
It seems like it's the same person. I think I think one thing I know is I think he has certain people he don't like, certain interviewers. Because I realize sometimes he'll be.
Well, we already know he don't fool with Fox. We know that. That's
and Fox don't fool with him.
I remember one lady. I forgot the lady's name. I know it at first, but I forgot it. I'm sorry. And he got aggravated. They've asked me that question over there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I can follow you around the city, and every time you stop to give him a podium, I can ask you the same question. You can't answer it and just sit on by my way. You can't get. What I'm saying, you can't react in kind of like a almost unprofessional way.
Yeah. And he's reacting in a confrontational way though. You can't do that if you're the man.
His nose turned up.
People,
you can't turn your nose up because somebody asks you something and all that.
He see it. He's out here every day. Every time you look up, it's a big murder. When the lady got killed in the church, he out there. He talking, asking for people to come. The dude just got shot in the driveway with his kids. All of these 13-year-old, he's there. He's seeing it. He know the city is out of control. So when these people asking you these questions, you gotta answer them.
I mean,
just to try to, even if you just blew smoke up their ass, just to make them feel a little more at ease a little bit. But you just not saying nothing, people are not gonna feel at ease, man. People gonna be uptight.
I'm not trying to. Trust me, I'm not here to bash.
I'm not bashing them at all.
I was in Chipotle's, right? Harrison, and I ain't gonna lie, they was white, but I heard them saying about Mosby. Man, she ain't knocking nobody. She ain't doing shit. My thing is this, right? Rather, I don't think she's completely turned. I'm not saying that. I kind of understand what she's talking about. I just don't think everybody else get it. I think because we've been there, we kind of understand what she's saying she's trying to do. We're just not trying to lock, dope fiends up. Let's just keep it like 100. We're just not putting dope fiends in jail.
We had a guest
in there, boom, boom. So basically, that's all she's. But for people that never been on the streets, they don't understand that. You get what I'm saying? So they just think she just ain't locking nobody up. She ain't locking nobody up. She ain't prosecuting nobody. But what happens is you create this narrative about yourself, right? Now you got these people. Now people just take it to another level. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the same thing happening to him.
Media.
I don't think that he's not trying or nothing like that, but you got to understand what you got to put yourself on the other side and understand what people looking at. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care about you being at Dunbar game. I don't care about you being at Merville game. I don't care about you somebody over the bakery up over here. We don't care about none of that right now. Not while people dying. You get what I'm saying? We want to see you doing everything got to do with the streets.
I just did the My job last week was an officer of the law, 20 years. Almost it. Still a cop now. Man, we rapped about an hour and a half after I was done the job. Talking about everything that's going on, this and that, everything going on in the city, how crazy, how messed up it is. And he was basically telling me that this city is way out of control. He got off the streets completely. He working in headquarters now. Because the city is that much out of control.
He's a police officer?
What? Still is.
Did he
20 years in.
Did he did 20 years in?
Yeah.
Have he ever stepped in when he seen wrongdoing?
Oh, I don't know.
Ask him that.
I don't know.
Then we can talk about him. Ask him that.
What you mean? I'm confused. What you saying? At what? I'm sorry.
20 years he been in.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him, have he ever stepped in when he seen wrongdoing? Because I still don't want nobody to forget
But see, you
how this shit starts.
But you putting everybody in the same bag. Everybody in the
No,
same
I'm not.
bag.
I just told exactly.
All of the same bag.
You think I don't know that? I know that for a fact. But I know somebody that stepped in when they seen wrongdoing. And he family, but I respect him more because I seen him step in when he seen wrongdoing.
I had a homeboy that was officer for 27 years, retired from and everything.
Right, that's
he definitely wasn't for none of that.
See what I'm saying? They the ones I can have the most up respect for. You know why? Because now my son is not gonna look at all officers as a bad officer. That's what I'm trying to say. We gotta look at the big picture too.
All right. So
But how many people gonna do that,
hold up,
though?
we looked at the big picture now, right? All right. So Mosby went after him, got all the bad apples that was got most of the major players that were the bad apples out there, because you don't hear that much about all these bad officers since she didn't put them dudes away. Let's be honest. You haven't really heard much about in Baltimore. You haven't heard much about these bad apples since they didn't put them dudes away.
I get to that.
Right?
I get to that.
So So I'm one of the people. That's one thing I hate about black people. We continue to try to take one thing and keep using it as an excuse for something else. I'm not a person that ever did excuses. That's why people be telling me sometimes you heartless or you don't. No, I've never grown up being one who was able to make excuses. You know, you got people who, like you fall short, you can go lean on it. No, I was never that person. I was always the person that people came and leaned on. So excuses has never been in my repertoire, period. So when I see grown people make them, I'm not going for it. I'm not about it. I'm not participating. Do what you need to do to make things happen. Because that's what I do, that's what I've always done, and that's what I will continue to do. So black people always want to take something and make an excuse for something for their shortcomings. Now we want to keep making it about the police. Oh, y'all saying the police ain't doing nothing. So now what? When we gonna take accountability? It ain't the police that's killing us now. So what now? Nobody's rallying, nobody's having no marches in the street. What now? What we gonna do now?
Right.
I'm tired of black people and excuses, man. It's always excuses. Ain't no police in Baltimore City killing niggas. It's us. We killing people. It ain't no police. So what now? What's the excuse now? We gotta do better. As a race, we have to do better. That's just it and that's all. But we want to keep making excuses about the police department. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. Ain't got nothing to do with no police department, because ain't none of them police that y'all said is not doing nothing, killing nobody out here but us. We the only ones killing each other.
Let me say this. I don't want nobody to make excuses about the police department.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always say from day one, people need to stop acting, especially black folks, need to stop acting like somebody owed them something. Nobody owed them nothing. Period. But I want people to understand, and I don't want people to forget. That's the problem. as black folks, we always seem to forget. People want us to forget, want us to forgive, and goddamn with everything else that happened to us. I want these politicians, these officers, because the police departments is not a job, that's an institution. If you don't know, police forces started off tracking down slaves. That's where they started off at.
They were also made to protect white folks.
And see, it's about fear. That's why they have all the big weapons and all that stuff. They shouldn't even be having. They should have had that stuff. They not no army.
They need it nowadays. No, they need it nowadays.
They not no army.
Oh, shit, I'm seeing out here.
So
no, they definitely need it.
My thing is this. Society wants us to have fear in officers. And it should not be, because as long as we have fear in officers, this city will never, and other cities surrounding us will never get better. Because we don't supposed to fear officers. We're supposed to be able to go to officers and need help to assist.
Well, I don't see nobody fearing them no more. I don't see nobody.
So, no, you still have people.
Niggas ain't got no respect for them.
You still, well, guess what? That don't just start, and I'm happy you said that. Because that just don't start right here. That start from past tense.
Right.
And if they're not trying to work it out to make shit better, it's gonna be like this. I'm not just blaming it on them.
Let me ask you this.
But they have the power to make shit better as well, bro.
Let me ask you this. What can they do to make it better? For what you see, the mentality...
Hold on.
With the mentality that you see these guys having out here every day. I'm talking about guys...
Some of these guys gone, man. They fucking gone. Let's try to get the ones that's coming up now before they get jammed up. More community outreach. More shit doing. That's why I love, honor, Soy. What they doing.
Absolutely.
A lot of these guys are gone. Because we're going to have to keep on dealing with this shit generation to generation to generation. Or we can't just fall back, try to get some of these kids now that's growing, because we don't want them to turn 13, 14, start doing this shit.
I've said that.
But that's what we need them to start doing. More shit. Get to know your neighbors. You working in that community, they're your neighbor, that's your community. You protecting that community, get to know who's who. You ain't got a grudge on motherfuckers all the time when you driving through, trying to earn a name. You earn a name the wrong way, bro. You know this.
That's true.
I'm in the community all the time. I see it. This is what they do. They got to reach out to the community. If you don't do that and play your position, this is how it's gonna be. Chaos.
Yeah.
And when you see officers disrespecting and talking down to other individuals or human, little kids see that. And now what they do, they begin not to like you as well as they get older.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate here.
Please.
How many times you done seen police pull up kids, them same kids out there, and niggas like, man, get the fuck away from here. Get out of here, yo. And talking disrespectful to the police. So what you think this kid seen?
Right. He's seen the disrespect shit somewhere else down the line. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said this shit need to stop. It need to go further than that. That's why I said they need to reach out more to these kids. So they can say, you know what, I know him.
What you just said is, though, what I'm saying is, on the opposite end of it, how is this kid gonna feel that way about the police?
You got callers, yo.
If him or her seeing them just coming through and these dudes talking sideways to the authorities.
Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying. That's why I'm trying to keep. They seen it already. The interacting, the disrespect somewhere else down the line before they do it, or they feeding off of somebody from the family. But now they need to know who is who. That's why I said I'm not judging nobody off what you say. If I meet this person respect me, I'm giving this person the same damn energy. That's all I'm saying, yo. Community outreach, yo. You just need to get out there and do more.
You got
a big budget. They can spend money doing shit, man.
We got a call that said if they start giving these people basketball numbers, some of these killings will stop. Some of this will stop.
That's bullshit. They giving that already, sweetie. They giving them life. That's not what it is.
Yeah, because we talk about that every week about
Then
how they
that's
just
not
so
what it
willing to
is.
throw their lives away for next to nothing.
That's not what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That is not what it is.
So we got our guy. We got our guy out here. Wow, what's up, baby? He said, I believe we need more inner city people to join local police departments. Youth would rather take the life of crime than join the force, but I believe we can change from within. That makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And I think if we had, I always believed that if we had more people who were police officers from in that grew up with you or looked just like you, or have that same kind of background that you grew up in, I think that they will have a better understanding and a better feel for what's going on in the hood.
Right.
You bringing these white boys from Carroll County,
Pennsylvania.
they ain't never seen the lights of what go on in these inner cities, you know.
Is it their
And
fault
they-
though?
Huh? No, I'm not saying it's their fault, but I'm saying it's gonna be harder for them to relate to.
No, I'm
the
saying,
people
so
that's
why
in
you
the
think
city.
No.
regular dudes ain't going in no
It's the
more?
police fault. It's the police force fault. All they do is 6-9 months of training, and they give them a gun to go out there and tell them to protect the world.
No, I think he come from the point like people just not
I don't.
relatable.
I don't-
Relatable.
Listen, I don't think.
He's not talking about the train, he's talking about the relatable.
No. They need more training, bro. I don't think.
That's not gonna make them relatable.
No. It will be, because once you give them the badge in 6-9 months, they might never go back to sensitive class no more. Your community class, and they need all that shit. They need.
That's not what you talking about.
No, I know it's, but that's what they need. They need still to go through these classes continuously.
So you saying they need further training, even as
After they get the
after
badge
they
and the
become
gun.
police, they should still do further training.
Yes.
That's what you saying.
I think they should continue to do training. Sensitive classes. 'Cause
Okay.
you can't be.
Caller said that they would be more invested if they have a connection with the community they serve. Yeah, that's what I just said.
And listen,
They would
officers.
have more of a more of a connection.
This is the officer himself.
Yeah.
He have a great organization. I'm telling y'all, it's a great organization. Soy, you need to saving out young. You need to go on there and look it up. This ain't from anybody. This is somebody that's in. I really believe that the community outreach from the law enforcement, you do not have to be a goon to get respect. People don't respect individuals that act like that. We know for a fact, if you're going on the street and people are afraid of you,
You die first.
you die first. I never want nobody to be scared of me, man.
Just respect.
Well, it's not about being scared, it's about understanding. These people ain't understand, but they'll never understand if they're not from there. So that's a dead question.
Listen, you don't necessarily
That's
listen.
what my man
You
told
don't.
me all the time. They
Can I tell you
bring
this?
guys down here, and they call themselves knowing how to work because he worked dope. So I mean, him and his crew, they was vicious. You know what I'm saying?
It's back to training day. It's back to training day. That's what I'm saying.
They were vicious out here.
Not going.
And
They're not
the
going
dudes
to
knew him, didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Our big home party we went to, he knew him first hand. You know what I'm saying? They ran his earth. So I mean, he'll come on and vouch for their crew. You know what I'm saying? But he always was telling me like, man, they send these white boys down here and they from your PA and they ain't never seen what's going on. They trying to tell you what to do as far as working dope. You're like, man, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's training day.
Yeah, like so it's like
That's why I say you need that training. They need to constantly go through training day in and day out.
But remember training day, he understood where he was, the neighborhood. He was trying to tell a dude, look, that shit you doing, that shit don't work over here.
Yeah, it don't.
I understand that, but if you train people day in through day out, like when you send them through training,
Who trained them though? We talking about, you gotta realize training day, Denzel was training a dude from a street perspective, not from a school perspective. That shit don't work out here.
Right. So
who you saying doing the training? Who you talking about?
The people that need to do the training, the people that know where they working at. The people within the community need to be trained. Like, I ain't saying the people, I'm talking about officers or whoever from the community that know what's going on. They need to train them. Listen, man, you can't be saying such and such and such and such shit.
Definitely.
You will never gain respect ever again from these people.
Well, what I think they need to do, I think they need to put them in cars with guys who grew up in this background. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's just say me and you riding, you from your way. You know what go down in your end. You know what I'm saying? Even though I may not be from there, but I just didn't grow up and I'm just not. I don't have the city mentality. They need to put me with you, and let me ride with you to show me the ropes on. Look, this what you do. This what you don't do. This what you know. When you pull up these dudes, this dude right here, he an asshole. Already, you gotta deal with this dude this way. But this dude's over here, they cool. They see you, they respectful enough to move. You know what I'm saying? Just to teach you who to. Because sometimes as a whole officer, these dudes you dealing with, you're dealing with a whole nother kind of animal. You gotta be an asshole sometimes.
What I'm saying is the officers laying their foundation down. Like, when I was coming to the officers lay their foundation down so you knew who was who. Are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? You know how they come around, look, man, y'all do whatever, we don't want those shoes, boom, boom, boom.
Exactly.
If y'all see us come through, leave out the corner.
Yeah.
You come back, y'all do what y'all want, just boom, boom.
Yeah.
So they kind of gave you an out like, all right, he ain't gonna fuck with us as long as we getting bread, but soon we beat somebody up or shoot somebody, then he'll say, yo,
I tell you what, this come from a police officer, Caucasian officer. And we was just talking about this around my way. This is what he said. The difference between here and where we know where all the drugs at, downtown, is nobody ain't doing what? The violence, getting killed. He said, that's the problem.
I had off.
And that's why I try to tell people day in and day out. Even come from OGs. They know this. I ain't gonna put his name out there. Respect it. Women, kids gave you a pass.
Yep.
Women
Always
and kids gave you a pass.
Yep.
That ain't from me.
But ain't no more OGs though.
I understand that. But it's still codes to these streets, bro.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
I'm not gonna say
over.
Let me say this.
Come from all the OGs
let me say this.
that I know.
Let me say this. It's still supposed to be, no matter what, it's still supposed to be codes to the street. Because if you can't respect that, how you gonna respect the person when they say, I'm telling on you? That's a code. Fuck that. Now the code out the door because all the rest of the codes out the door. Nothing don't matter no more.
Bro, leaders getting killed left and right, yo. Leaders are getting killed.
Well, they the ones.
I mean, leaders in the hood. I'm not talking about just the hood leaders.
They all getting killed
left and right.
They all getting killed. They're getting killed left and right. Left and right.
Because, so what I'm saying is,
and it's not because just
no.
Because
listen, what I'm saying. All right, listen. What I'm saying is, if leaders get caught left and right, get killed left and right. Who are the people that's saying yo don't go do that? Like, if you're a leader over there, right, and you my guy, you're like, man, fuck that nigga, man, I want to take that nigga out. I can say, yo, chill. Like, let me go holler at whatever, we can work it out. You know what I'm saying? I go holler at you. If you geek, then I look at you like, man, look, do what you gotta do. But if he like, yo, no, it ain't nothing that big, boom, 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 boom. It ain't that no more, that's dead.
Yo.
That's dead. Yo, they killing dudes that can supposedly you think can stop something. You know what I'm saying? If I went down, let's talk about Ali's situation, right? If I went down, I'm thinking, if I had to beef with anybody around that, the first person I was going to holler at is Ali. Mm-hmm. Let me go holler at Ali, yo, I'm beef with such a, you know, me and him got a little skirmish. Like, yo, look, I ain't trying to beef with something small, boom, boom, boom. Ali said, all right, boy, I got it. It ain't that. It should be dead.
End of it.
But now it's like, who's controlling the law?